Living in unconditional love is threatening the ego consciousness, making it impossible for us to trust what we deeply know. As long as we believe in the reality of suffering and personal demise, we cannot live beyond the ego. We need a personal experience of transcendence, which can come only when we deeply desire to know the depth of our being and can open ourselves completely to divine love. When we can open ourselves so deeply, we can realize that we are the self-expression of the greatest love and joy that creates and sustains all life everywhere. Our essence is beyond words, thoughts, and concepts. We are even beyond emotions and extrasensory perception and all forms of energetic expression. Realizing our psychic presence is a step toward knowing ourselves, but we can only know our essence directly and realize our being intuitively in alignment with our heart consciousness. In this state of being, we are self-sustaining and self-fulfilling in every way, filled with infinite creative power in deepest love and compassion. In full self-realization, we are the masters of every aspect of existence. This may be a lifetime away for most of us, but it is our potential, and some of us can realize it. There is an evolution going on with your soul as the prize. The dark is trying to entrap you in their world. As the world awakens to the light, revelations will crush you. The deceit that has been laid upon the earth must come to an end. If you have not paid attention, you will have difficulties taking it in all at once. For centuries, you have been victims of cruelty and harm. Universal laws are such that things must play out in a deceptive way. I'm not punishing you. I am bringing to light and exposing the darkness you have lived in. I am putting center stage corruption and mistruths. I am educating the population to think for themselves. It is an ugly sight what I see, and the sooner it comes to light, the sooner change will come. Please do not be afraid. The support you have is immense. Pray to me for strength. Discernment is a paramount for your survival. There may be, and we say maybe, a need for this rest so that there can be the forces of light that can begin to work more freely to free the public of the world, and not just of the United States, but the entire planets from those forces of darkness that have tried and continue to try to hold back mankind from moving forward here. So yes, indeed, this is all in process here. We would not share that because we cannot determine that. That is not for us to say a percentage of where people are on the planet. Yes, we can from our vantage point, and those that are on the ships that have the technology to see the awakened ones across the planet, and they know in terms of a percentage. But that would not necessarily benefit you to receive that knowing other than it is all in process. But it is continuing to rise, not to 90%. That could be quite miraculous if that were to occur in terms of the ascension process. Is it possible? Yes, certainly possible. Is it probable? Maybe not so much. At least, not within the consciousness of man at this point. But it is moving up. Even as the resonance continues to move up, that is indicative of the changing times here. How do we know this? If we are interested in finding out, We can study the basis of quantum physics. We can read the accounts of those who've had extensive out-of-a-body experience. We can study and practice intensive meditation technique, and we could enhance our natural pineal gland secretions, or other powerful that stimulate our inner knowing. At some point, the inner knowing becomes our natural state of being as we evolve through the ascension experience. I speak these impactful words. My return comes soon. My intensity grows more as the time draws near. Open your eyes. You do not live in a friendly world. If you find the headline that disturbs you, share it. Seek feedback. Question it. Discard it. You know the truth. You can see through it and beyond it. This is not a world to be a part of. This is a world to unite together in, to move us forward. Speak to your brothers and sisters. Don't turn heads. I need you to trust me that we will reach a new land by uniting our differences instead of judging. The elites will persuade you to follow their plan, and it will sound convincing and plausible. Be wise and know there is a grand spiritual warfare occurring. Combat is in progress. The battleground is Earth. Innocence is lost. A while ago, I had declared that this is the city, and it belongs to the people, and since that time, I have requested to Archangel Michael to let us have one of his legions of angels in order to stop these tremendous attacks on the air pollutants that they are putting into our atmosphere day after day after day. And now, they are putting it in at time as well, and we can feel it in our eyes, in our breathing,